Wisconsin Congressman Derek Van Orden is being called a hero after he helped save an 11-year-old boy who was involved in a severe crash.
Now, this accident happened back on August 16th in Iowa after a minivan crashed into a semi parked along the side of the interstate.
Matt Smith spoke with the congressman about his heroic act.
About an hour outside of Des Moines Saturday,
until I heard a massive boom.
A horrific crash unfolding on I-35. State police say a minivan ran into a semi pulled over on the side of the road. And driving just feet ahead, Wisconsin Congressman Derek Van Orden, a former Navy SEAL who says he immediately stopped and turned around.
I ran back to our truck and opened up my suitcase and grabbed 2 pairs of socks. It's the only material that I had. And then I put on 2 constricting bands because there wasn't enough material to make a tourniquet. By then, several more people had arrived, and I asked if anybody had a knife, and a guy handed me a carpet cutter. And I cut the seat belts and then used those as tourniquets for both his arm and his leg to stop the bleeding.
The bleeding boy in the passenger seat, 11-year-old Sawyer Witt.
You were so brave.
Van Orden visiting him at the hospital yesterday.
Well, I made it through the scariest part.
His office sharing these brief video clips and pictures. Van Orden says his family was driving to a memorial to honor his daughter, who died 2 years ago today.
The dad and I had a conversation, and he obviously didn't know that we had lost our daughter. And I said, I'm so thankful that you're not going to be joining a club that you don't want membership in. And I'll be frank, the 2 dads got a little misty. But it's all right. It's beautiful. It's perfect.
I mean, Congressman, if you wouldn't have been there and done what you did, what would have happened?
Well, I'm not just a Navy SEAL. I was a combat medic. And that's essentially a wound of war. When I say the entire side of his leg was missing, that's from the knee down to the ankle. And he was bleeding, he had an arterial bleed in his right wrist. And from my experience, there's a very high likelihood that he would have bled to death before the ambulance showed up.
That's Matt Smith reporting. Now, according to the Iowa State Police, the 41-year-old driver is suspected of being impaired at the time of that crash.